I'm Carly Serber reporting for Windward TV, and I am joined by Tom Loeffler. Tom, Dominique Wade is undefeated at 18-0. How dangerous is he for Gennady?
Well, whenever you have an undefeated fighter, the great trainer Manuel Stewart told me a long time ago, when you have an undefeated fighter, you never know how good he is. Until he gets beaten, then you can kind of measure what level he's at. So no one really knows how good he is. He has a great amateur career. He's undefeated. He's young. He's hungry. Gennady's at the top of the middleweight division, but look, if he catches Gennady on an off night, and if he beats Gennady, all of a sudden he has all the titles that Gennady worked so hard to accumulate, and Wade is at the top of the sport of boxing. That's why Abel and Gennady are 100% focused on this fight. They can never overlook it. A lot of people ask about the Canelo fight, but they're focused on this fight because if you can't get past Dominique Wade, then there's no sense even talking about Canelo. So they know how dangerous it is and how prepared Gennady has to be for every one of his fights.
Do you promote Triple G any differently than you do your other champions?
Well, the difference with Gennady is it's so hard to get someone in the ring to fight him. It's such a challenge, and there was no hesitation when the IBF mandated Dominique Wade as the mandatory challenger. There was no hesitation on their side. It took about a week to do the fight, put the fight together, work out all the details, and so we know they're eager to get in the ring. They're eager to fight Gennady, and that's really the only difference. Is Gennady's. See, the thing with Gennady, he doesn't care where he fights, and he wants to build a global brand. So whether the priority is here to build him in America or in the U.S., but we want to keep the fan base in Europe. We want to keep the fan base that he has. He's a national hero in Kazakhstan. All the former Soviet republics, they see his fight whenever he fights. It's shown in Japan, in Latin America. So the focus with Gennady is really building him as a global brand.
This reporter and many boxing fans would love to see Gennady fight Canelo Alvarez. Do you think that's something that you can make happen in the near future?
I would love to see that fight too.
Yeah.
So, we'll do everything we can to make that fight. The WBC has mandated that fight just like the IBF mandated Wade. So Canelo is obligated, the winner of Canelo Khan, I should say, is obligated to fight Gennady, or the winner of Gennady and Wade. And if they don't, then they're going to lose the championship status, and Gennady would become automatically the WBC champion. So I think there's a lot of pressure for Canelo to fight, and it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. So we'll see how everything goes with Gennady's fight in April, with Canelo's fight in May, and then we can have that conversation, and hopefully we can put that deal together.
Gennady is considered to be one of the best boxers in the world today. Who does he have to fight and beat in order to be considered one of the best boxers of all time?
I think you have to just, take on all challenges. When you have a knockout streak of 21 knockouts in a row, when you have multiple world titles, when he's got 15 title defenses now, that's a lot of credibility. And when he keeps calling out, when he wants to fight the other champions, we reached out to Billy Joe Saunders in the UK to unify with the WBO title. The Canelo fight is either imminent or Gennady will get another title. So, I think what the fans appreciate is that he's willing to fight anybody in the middleweight division, and we really go out of our way to put the deals together.
And lastly, how were you able to land two of the best pound-for-pound fighters today on the same card?
Well, with Gennady, I was lucky that they were looking for a new promoter. They wanted to come to the United States. My commitment to them was we're going to do everything I can to make him marketable in the U.S. And now he just sold out Madison Square Garden. That's a feat. Besides the great Puerto Rican fighters like Felix Trinidad and Miguel Cotto, nobody has sold out MSG recently. And so for Gennady to do that is a huge statement for his marketability. Now we're on track to selling out the Forum. And, he's right there where he's becoming a superstar in the sport of boxing.
Thank you for your time. I'm Carly Serber reporting for Windward TV.